Hi, my name is Ethen Ostroff. I'm the CEO and founder of Attorney Assistant, a staffing company for law firms. We're going to get into how to maximize your lead conversion in your law firm and your business. Let's get into it. So you are running some lead generation strategy. Maybe you had your first successful Facebook ad. Maybe you had your first successful TikTok ad, Google ad, whatever, but leads are coming and you feel like, my leads are good. Why am I not getting clients converted? My question to you is, how aggressive are you, number one, with your follow-up, number two, with your speed, number three, with your lead tracking, and number four, with your appointment setting and or closing strategy and who is doing it, and number five, your schedule of availability. So let's get into it. I forget exactly the order. I'm going to dive into this with a mishmash. Let's do it. So when you are generating a lead, especially when it's from social, where those leads are very, very cold, and I'm telling you this from experience, my law firm in the Philadelphia area, we run mass tort and personal injury marketing across the country. I generate around 3,000 leads a month, and my entire intake process is done through virtual staff. We have about 35 virtual assistants that chase leads aggressively, and we do it in a way that gets a close to 20% conversion rate on leads I want, and it's done through virtual staff out of the Philippines and Central South America. So how do we do this? Number one, we are really focused on knowing that the leads are coming into a centralized database. I use a tool called Salesforce. There are several others out there, HubSpot. If you're in certain industries, there might be lead tracking software specific to your industry. Tracking the lead from it being just a lead, or in some industries, an unconfirmed first appointment, and really tracking what has to happen and how often you're following up on that lead and how aggressive you can be on that lead, and making sure that that lead has an adequate number of calls, an adequate attribution, and that it actually is coming into a place and sorted so that you know the leads that are new from the leads that you need to chase from the leads that have been closed in a very simple fashion. So using virtual assistants to help with this, they help with speed and they help with follow-up. So for example, if a lead comes in at 8 p.m. on a Friday in your, let's call it, chiropractor office, are you calling them on 8 o'clock on Friday to confirm their Saturday morning or Monday appointment? Or are you waiting till Monday and letting them go to voicemail? Because I know in the personal injury world, if you let someone go to voicemail, you better kiss that case goodbye. In the medical industry and in the real estate industry, if someone comes to you, you need to be ready to jump on them within 15 minutes with a person calling them, getting their simple information, if not closing them at any time, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. I'm not saying you need 24/7 people working for you all the time. I prioritize 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. But you do need somebody ready to jump on that lead within 15 minutes and get them on the phone, qualify them, and either close them or convert them or book them an appointment with your closer. So speed is a definite factor that having VAs really helps with, because for me, I built out a night weekends team. Nights and weekends are where my law firm sees the highest conversion rate. Why? Because people are available. Shocker. So if you don't have someone working from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. or on Saturday, Sunday in your intake department, you are losing clients. Let's say that you're a plumber and somebody comes to you with a pipe burst on a Saturday afternoon and you don't take that call. Do you think you're going to convert them? Of course not. If someone's air conditioning breaks, if somebody has a root canal that they need to get in dental, if somebody breaks their arm and needs to get a medical appointment, if you are not answering the phone from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., you're losing that client. So where VAs really help is speed, upfront, and availability, and a coverage schedule that matters to your clients. No more letting people go to voicemail. I'm going to repeat myself. No more letting people go to voicemail. You are losing clients and wasting your advertising dollars by doing so. So that's kind of part one, speed. Part two, follow-up. Salesforce is really important for this, or any CRM is very important for this. You need to have a place that tells your team, hey, here are all the leads you need to follow up with. Let's call these leads that we've called once, twice, 5 times already, just to get them set up for their first appointment or to close their personal injury case and get them signed up. So for your business, my question, just to be direct with you, how many times do you follow up with someone before you give up? Are you measuring where people come in and calling people differently based on where they came in. For example, if you're running an ad on Facebook to generate new patients for your general practitioner office, and they come in and you get a lead and you call them twice and you go, meh, probably not interested. According to HubSpot, it takes 5 calls to convert a client. So why are you giving up at 1, 2, maybe 3? At my firm, we call people 15 times, call, text, email over 45 days to convert clients. If you have a lead you want, consider scoring it. When it comes into your door, at my firm, I score things a 100, a 75, a 33, or a 0. A 100 is in the description, it says something I want. A 75 is in the description, it says nothing to conflict something I want. A 33 says something to conflict something I want. A 0 is they have confirmed on the phone they have no case that I can help them with. So for your business, you can start to score leads that come in and follow up more or less aggressive based on whether you clearly want that lead or not. Let's say your hundreds, you follow up 15 times, but your 75s, maybe 5. Whatever it is, it needs to be more. Your follow-up is a great place to start with a virtual assistant because they will be relentless. You will get 55 to 100 calls a day out of your virtual assistant. That's the norm. They're used to being a cold caller, especially if you utilize a power dialer. So as you are starting to use virtual assistants, follow-up is a great place to start them because they can learn your process on a little bit of a lower risk position because that might be leads you wouldn't have called anyway. So you're kind of just putting out a lifeline in a revenue generating position to improve something you might not be doing very well right now. So follow-up and speed. Number 3, tracking is something we already talked about. And in terms of leveraging VAs, speed, follow-up, and attention to detail. Give them something that they can really try to achieve. If your KPI for your business is appointments set where someone shows up, pay the VA on when they set an appointment and someone shows up. Let's say that you are a physical therapy office and you want for your new leads to be confirmed all hours of the day, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. And a lead comes in at 8 o'clock, a lead you wouldn't have called anyway, and let's say on leads you wait till the next day, you convert on half of them instead of 100% of them. You want to get as close to 60, 70, 80, 90% confirmation of first appointment rate because non-compliant means you're not getting paid. These are roles in your intake department where they will pay for themselves if they book enough appointments. So, because the KPI is valuable to you, pay your people when they book an appointment and someone shows up, whether it's a transfer for the close, whether it's somebody that comes in cold and you need to just get them set for their first appointment. If you set a KPI that's clear and you pay your people on it, they will thrive in a role like that. So, ways you can utilize VAs to improve your conversion rate is to squeeze the most juice out of your leads you are already generating, maximize your marketing dollars. The way you do that is through speed, follow-up, and organization on the leads as they come in. So my name is Ethen Ostroff. Thank you so much for spending time with me here today, talking about maximizing your lead conversion. I'm happy to be a resource for you as you are starting to build out your VA team. We give away tons of resources and would be happy to walk you through how we can potentially help build out your intake team or your appointment setting team or whatever you feel is a weakness for your business. Thanks so much.